So we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. His first throw is an interception. Pete Warner
even flipped the field with field position, but to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby, and they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Hauled in left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Now Darnold. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 28 out of that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. It's Jones on the toss. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it down to a single point. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. One after trying good by Reichert. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. With Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, Carr. His first throw is an interception. And the Vikings have the football just a tick beyond midfield at the 49. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. Escapes the pocket. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He'll get this to Jefferson. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Here's Jones. And he drives this forward to the 6. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
Not trying to do too much there. Short yardage situation. Just make sure you get to the marker and reset those chains.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings with a chance to break this tie. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They're going to try with the wideout. And he's headed the wrong way on the reverse. They got him behind the line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Pistol snap to Carr. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints tie things up at 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Saints return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down. A big red zone stop.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You get these goal-to-goal situations, the last thing you're thinking offensively is you're going backwards. And to go back 4 yards, well, that's a tip of the cap to that defense.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Carr off the play fake. He sends this one to the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out the back of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. Running behind center with Kamara. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. They go play action with Kong. Throwing deep for the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
From the 36. On the move, headed right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivered.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, oh, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, steal really in that interception.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep.
Will Reichert kicks off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Kamara. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. from the 32. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a fourth-quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here's 2nd and 5. Buys time, rolling right. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going now. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings losing by 7. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Now to throw. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. They connect for the 1st. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Counterplay, Jones. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd down.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So a pivotal moment for the Vikings as they go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead. kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
So here are the Saints facing a consequential two-point attempt.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Chandler now on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Carr now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
To throw, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run with Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Here's Carr to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Fighting his way through contact. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2nd and 10. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Trying the left side with Kamara. Escapes the defender. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I don't care what anyone says. To me, it takes a little bit of intestinal fortitude to call a running play in this down and distance. I mean, you're talking 3rd and 10, and sometimes the angles line up really well on a running play.
I caught him totally off guard, obviously.
I think you catch him in some pass drops, and now you're able to fire out and get some space and create it for your runner and let your blockers get a good approach attack on the defenders.
Here's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Goff. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First, he'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. DC.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd down and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're able to stop him short.
On play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now it's gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.